Oy vey goy. No entrances. No entrances necessary. Don't need them. Who cares? As I slurp down some tap water. Hey! Oh, Chris is here. Welcome, Chris 2K, to the show that I'm doing. The card is in the Discord. We're starting off with the number contendership match for Randy Orton's Universal Championship. Margaret. And here's the link I'm about to put in the Discord. The We're Live Pals. Oh. There we go. That was weird. Alright. I did watch, Chris. I watched, what's it called? Bing Bing. GCW, I watched the show with Will Ospreay taking on Nick Wayne. And I thought it was a very good match. This Nick Wayne feller did pretty damn good. I have the chat back up now. He says, hey, something, adrenaline in my soul, something, Cody Rhodes. Yeah, that's how it goes. How are you? I am good. I hope you are good too. Did he just hit a crossroads? The crossroads is not exactly a protected move. So, good for... Cody Rhodes is one of those guys that's a good... I'm good too. That is good to know. I wish everyone goodness. I yearn for a world where everyone is doing good. Nice impaler DDT there by the Era. Of course, yeah, tonight we get Zack Sabre Jr. versus Miro one-on-one for the... Week down, says Hyphen. And you know it's week down when Cody Rhodes is on it. Nice powerbomb there by PJ Black. So I watched Impact Wrestling Against All Odds. The Cody Killer, the Gringo Killer, the Vertebreaker, the Cody Breaker. Don't know what to call it, but it's not enough to beat PJ Black. Maybe looking to hit that crossroads. No. Unable to hit it. If you're a fan of predatory bank loans, give me a hell yeah. Hey, it's me, yes! Chris and Hyphen all here. There are two Chris's. There's actually also Christopher Nelson in the chat. There is someone else that might be named Chris. We have at least 4 Chris's. It's too much. Oh yeah, at least 5 Chris's now that I think about it, yeah. Oh hell yeah! It's time for DPW, boys. You guys ready for some DPW? Does Cody Rhodes get permission to go to Showdown? Well, he didn't. Yeah. Well, after he left AEW, he showed up on Showdown before he showed up on WWE. So he signed with us first. I'll never be able to watch DPW pay-per-views. Yeah, feels bad, man. I was able to watch the first one and just not the second one. I watched Kevin Koo versus Davey Richards, and Davey Richards kicked the shit out of this man. It was pretty good. I'm a big American Wolves guy. Eddie Edwards is one of the best wrestlers on the planet, or at least he was before he entered this deathmatch stage of his career. Which, okay, cool. I guess you're mixing it up. But I'm not as big a fan of it. I'm guessing that's like that might be the next big feud for Josh Alexander and his Impact World Championship run. I'm guessing it will be Honor No More, specifically Eddie Edwards. Me too, I'll never be able to watch the DPW PPV. Yeah, Bojack Andrew Everett was crazy. It was insane. Anyway, yeah, winner of this faces Randy Orton at the Royal Rumble for the Universal title. Our pay-per-view is the Royal Rumble, and these games usually do give you Rumble simulations. So, can't wait for Jim Cornette's AEW debut. It's gonna happen. They had Eric Bischoff on for that Town Hall thing, right? So I feel like they could do the same thing with Jim Cornette. They should. They really should. As in Tony should. If they have a good idea for a segment like that, they should definitely scoop up Jim Cornette.
Ooh, why is it so bright outside today?
Anyway, Chris and Chris, I hope you're both doing well. Also on the card tonight, Miro will try to defend his Russian championship against Zack Sabre Jr. The main event of the last Showdown, Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Bryan Danielson in a phenomenal match with a phenomenal finish. I think Cornette could still be a fantastic heel manager. I believe so as well. Eric Bischoff, Arn, back and better. And, oh, I'm back and better than ever. I don't know who would need him in AEW, but Dante Martin needs him. No, I don't know. 10? I guess he's got the Dark Order, though. So Stu Grayson's gone. Alan Angels is gone. So that's number 2 and number 5 gone. We're down to 1, 10, 3, and 4. So there are only 4 members of the Dark Order left, right? Oh, 5, Colt Cabana. I don't even know what number Colt Cabana is, though. Is he 10? No. Obviously, he's not 10. 10 is 10. Cover here after the running knees. Oh! I just went full Excalibur there. Oh! Excalibur has some good knowledge, but sometimes he's really annoying. That said, Excalibur and Taz are gold together on commentary. But I'm bummed. The Royal Rampage was fun. I talked about that a little. Blood and Guts was fun. Forbidden Door was great. Don't need to go on all that again. I watched Nick Wayne Will Ospreay this morning. It was very good. I watched Against All Odds from Impact. It was pretty good. More so had it on in the background. Remember, United needs a commentary job on real wrestling shows. Well, if anyone is in the market, those damn DPW bastards, they know they need me. Maybe putting Cornette with Wardlow wouldn't be a bad idea. Oh, I don't know if I want Wardlow to... In a long time, maybe. Obviously, there's a rope break after the Crossroads, by the way. Wardlow should be a face for, like, at least a year. I still think... I think Wardlow will be safe. Wardlow needs to start doing the pounce or the spear or something. Or just lariating the shit out of people, maybe. Where's MJF? I do not know. Do not know. MJF has disappeared. He's gone. He's vanished. MJF needs to I don't know. Not MJF. Wardlow. It's weird because I guess he's winning. He's probably winning the TNT title on Wednesday. He's probably going to beat the shit out of Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky, right? Because I don't think you can have Wardlow lose to Scorpio Sky on Wednesday. I don't think you can do it. That would hurt a lot. Like, almost no matter what. Unless you have Masvidal cost him the title and have him beat Masvidal on the way back to Scorpio Sky. Anything short of that is not a good idea. Or Junior Dos Santos, of course. Wardlow versus JDS? Let's go! It's not going to happen. But, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I don't... There are things you can do where Wardlow doesn't win the title on Wednesday, but I don't think any of them are realistic. Oh, look. Bow and arrow. It's the move that he botched with The Miz. I saw that WebM. Is this MJF thing still a work? Still somehow? They're doing an amazing job. Yeah. It's a work. But it's pretty damn good work at this point. Where's MJF? Just like Avengers Endgame. I don't know what that means. Moxley, Brody King should be fun. It was weird because I thought they were going to be building towards a Moxley versus Jericho match, but it looks like with Brody King winning this thing, maybe they're building to a Moxley versus Malachi Black match. Are you Dave Meltzer? No, I'm not. Why do you say this? I'm not Dave Meltzer. Are you saying this because I said with certainty it's a work? It should be more clear. You're correct. I believe it is a work. Dumps him right on his balls with that atomic drop. The Manhattan drop. PJ busted open. Cody has a horrible tattoo on his neck. Nice Rainmaker from Cody. Cover here. No, not enough. You think Moxley is definitely holding the title till Punk comes back, or no? I think he should. I think Moxley should have a good reign with that thing. Moxley versus Punk is a big match. That is worthy of main eventing All Out for sure. They could mix it up just to keep things unpredictable. Yo, listen. Yeah, I think you should keep it. If I'm booking, yeah, he's running through the House of Black. Maybe return to and run through Jericho. No. I don't know. I think we're going to learn Wednesday where storylines go. I don't know where the JAS thing is doing. Maybe do Moxley Punk and that leads to Danielson Punk in the next pay-per-view. Oh my god. Yeah, that'd be sick. That'd be sick, but then you have people complaining about it being bullshit. All ex-WWE guys. I hate that complaint. It's like, yo, there was only one wrestling company for 20 years. Jesus, of course everyone was there. In the US. Maybe you do Moxley Punk and that leads to Dance Punk, but every time when I see Max Caster in AEW, he starts rapping. It's almost like that's his shtick. People complain about overall ratings would skyrocket, let's be honest. Yeah. When's the Arthur Ashe show? Arthur Ashe. Cody Rhodes wins with the Crossroads, by the way. It will be Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton at the Royal Rumble for the Universal Championship. So, the next show is Battle of the Belts. They've never done the world title on Battle of the Belts before. But they could do it Battle of the Belts 3, have a Moxley defense. And then's All Out, which they really want Punk back by then, because that's in Chicago. After that is Arthur Ashe. You could do Danielson Punk at Arthur Ashe. Or you could save it for Full Gear. And then after Full Gear is Winter is Coming. So you have Battle of the Belts, which you should do a world title match on that show if you want people to take it seriously and start watching it. So they should do that at least once. And Moxley's the guy to do it because he's a workhorse and he'll work as many matches as you want. So I think they should have Moxley defense on the next Battle of the Belts. Maybe even do a 30-minute Iron Man match. Just 2 matches on the show because it's an hour long. Yeah, I think he should have Battle of the Belts defense. I see a sold-out arena. Yes! Today at Showdown. I still believe MJF should be the next AEW champion no matter what. I saw, as soon as Punk won it, people being like, Eddie Kingston should be the guy. I see why they say that. MJF is... Yeah. The thing about MJF is, like, anything he's doing is a top program on the show. Pretty much no matter what. Says Speedy. Here we go. Number 1 contendership match for the Trios Championships, currently held by the Death Triangle. It will be the Green New Deal against the Queef Club. Yeah, you have a bunch of options. See, first off, does Moxley retain until CM Punk comes back? I'm voting yes. And, damn, they need big challengers like back-to-back. Battle of the Belts, All Out, Arthur Ashe, Full Gear. Winter is coming. You need big challengers and a big champion for all of those shows. So, obviously, you don't need it for Battle of the Belts, but you really should, because you want people to take it fucking seriously, right? And I don't think they are right now. I think even less people watch Battle of the Belts than Rampage. But a big boot by Rowan. Speedy's here. Chris is here, and Chris is here. Next champion. So CM Punk and Moxley, the winner of that. I don't know, man. Traditional logic is CM Punk should beat Moxley. But I don't know if he should. I don't know. Yeah, if this Battle of the Belts doesn't deliver, rip. Like, I was at the last Battle of the Belts, and I thought it was a lot of fun. That's the one where Sammy Guevara won the title back from Scorpion Sky, made his heel turn official. And it was main evented by Nyla Rose, Thunder Rosa. Not a big fan of Nyla Rose. But anyway. But also in the show was Jonathan Gresham versus Dalton Castle. And that match was fucking awesome because the boys are awesome and Dalton Castle's awesome. And Gresham went with it just fine. But the thing about that is those aren't like big matches. You know what I mean? I liked what I saw. I thought it was a fun show. But, and I get it. Yeah, it's the Ring of Honor World title. But that's not a big... That doesn't really matter right now to the AEW audience. Especially not with Jonathan Gresham holding it. He's a good wrestler. But no one fucking cares about Jonathan Gresham, let's be honest. And Samoa Joe should beat Jay Lethal and then beat Jonathan Gresham and then unite those titles. They might as well get rid of it at this point. Yeah, well... Hey, the TV station wants it, which is good. So, I also do like how they're numbered. I hope they keep numbering forever, no matter how high the number gets, like the UFC shows. And then Battle of Belts 100. It'll be something crazy. I do think eventually there should be a Rampage or Battle of Belts with an Iron Man match 1 hour or some shit. If you're going to do a show with a bunch of belts on the line, they have to be quality championship matches, and you have to at least one title change, in my opinion. I don't think you need the title change. But I think at least... Okay, let's be honest. The two big titles are the World title and the World Tag title. Those are the two titles that matter. Can we get at least one of those on every show? On every Battle of the Belts? Maybe not every Battle of the Belts, but it's weird how they weren't on the first two. That's just... I'm just saying you don't need the title change because I'm not a big fan of changing titles just to change titles. But that's just me. And that's another reason I like AEW is I think Tony and I both agree on that. Or at least I think we did up until the TNT title started getting bounced around like crazy. Also, I saw in the news apparently the All-Atlantic title that Pac holds will be a traveling title as I hoped and wanted. And he's going to be defending it in Revolution Pro Wrestling against Shota Umino. So that's pretty cool. So, yeah, that's nice. I was really worried. I'm like, why is there another fucking singles title for the men? Well, singles title, period. What's the difference between this and the TNT title? And that's the difference. It's going to be defended all over the place in other companies. Or at least that's what it seems to be. So that is cool, and I approve. By the way, look at the referee. Is he okay? Is the ref okay? Jesus. Jesus, Addy. Oh, man, he's okay enough to count the pinfall, and the Queef Club gets the win. It will be the Queef Club against Death Triangle. at the Royal Rumble for the Trios Championships. What the fuck? What's up with the referee? I don't know, man. I can't wait for Death Before Dishonor 2. Me too. Here's the thing, is like Ring of Honor doesn't exist, and the TV audience doesn't fucking care about it, and they have no reason to care about it. But, I know it's going to be a good show. Dude, where are the fucking Briscoes? So the Briscoes lost the Impact titles to the Good Brothers. And I like the Good Brothers, don't get me wrong, but where are the fucking Briscoes? Are they going to MLW? Are they just going to slow down with wrestling? Because they should be... Tony should scoop them up. I don't care that as soon as they get signed somewhere, I know some retards on Twitter are going to complain. Twitter and Reddit are going to complain. Oh, well, 10 years ago they said they don't like gay people. I don't care that they apologized. They said 10 years ago they don't like gay people. I don't fucking care. The Briscoes are fantastic. Sign them. AEW is the best tag division in the world. Think of all the great matchups you could have when you add the Briscoes to that. Just make it fucking happen. Just bring them in. Or hey, Briscoes in New Japan, I'd love to see that too. But I doubt it's going to happen. Maybe they could go to New Japan strong. It's a Stranger Things monster. Yeah, that ref was freaking out. As we get into the Russian Championship match. I'd kill for another Briscoes FTR match. Yeah, that match was crazy. So yeah, the next Ring of Honor pay-per-view, nothing is confirmed at all. It's in less than a month. But we know we're probably getting Samoa Joe Jay Lethal for that, what's it called title? I never watch MLW. I almost never watch MLW. I watch the Battle Riot, though. I think the Battle Riot's coming up or just happened or something. I like the Battle Riot a lot. It's basically Aztec Warfare. It's like a Rumble, but you also got the pinfalls and submissions in it. And that's cool. So I like the Battle Riot they do. Also, it's free on YouTube. So that's what's cool about MLW. Yeah, so we got FTR as the Ring of Honor Tag Champs. So they're going to have an awesome match at the show, probably. Hopefully. Gresham is going to have a good match with pretty much anybody, I'm pretty sure. As, you know, unremarkable as he is. Oh, it feels so shitty to say. But he's not a star, you know what I mean? Apparently people were mad that Theory won Money in the Bank last night in that shit company. Oh, yeah, I heard about that because I listened this morning to the Wrestling Observer radio. I did not watch it. Here's the thing. Obviously, it would have been best for Riddle to win it. But, I think this is good news. I think this means that they're doing it right. I think WWE actually has the foresight to have Cody win the Rumble and beat Reigns at WrestleMania. I think they're going to do it right. I know I make fun of them and say they're retarded a lot, and they can't book, but I think the fact Theory won, the fact a heel has the Money in the Bank briefcase, it means I think Cody's winning the Rumble, and then he's beating Roman, which is good. That's what they should do. It would have been good on Riddle if they wanted someone to beat Roman, and it was him. But the fact it's on Theory, I think, is good. But, I don't know. Before Cody made the switch to WWE, I thought for sure Drew McIntyre should be the guy to beat Roman. But now that Cody's there, I like McIntyre. Cody's the guy. Cody is the fucking guy. I do like when people are saying Theory and Riddle are the future of this company. Could you imagine a WrestleMania main evented by Theory versus Riddle? The most mysterious WrestleMania main event of all time. Their fucking names are Theory and Riddle. Jesus Christ, I hate Vince McMahon. Austin Theory sucks as Chris. You know, people thought he was like kind of good, like over People didn't really hate him as much before Vince latched onto him, so... I haven't seen much Austin Theory, so I can't say too much about him. I saw his match with Pat McAfee, and I thought it was great. Pat McAfee is one of the best non-wrestling wrestlers. Theory versus Riddle main eventing Mania would be the death of the company, let's be honest. Bro, I like Riddle. There's no way that draws no matter what you think of them. Oh, not this year. Not this year. Dude, and it's a 2-night show. You could totally have the main event. Or is Theory really that bad? Because you guys are both dunking on Theory. I'll be honest. I do not watch WWE, so I don't know enough about Austin Theory. I do know Matt Riddle's fucking awesome. And I do have a casual fan friend that is a big fan of Riddle as well. But, if Theory really does suck that bad, then it's hilarious that Vince latched onto him. It's just the names. Dude, the names are retarded. Yeah, just let him have the real names, please. Austin Theory, Matt Riddle. They need first names. Please. Super kick to the back of Sabre Jr.'s head. Goddamn. Claudio lifting Zack Sabre Jr. out of the armbar back into the ring. That was fucking sick. Goddamn. I still don't get why they didn't just give Claudio or Cesaro a manager in WWE. That's fucking insane. Because he had everything except the talking. Everything. He had in-ring charisma. Just because he didn't have promo work and mic charisma, didn't... Like, he had the charisma in-ring. He had everything except for the mic work. Just give him a fucking manager. Jesus. Whatever. I'm glad Liv Morgan beat Ronda too. I heard about that as well. I honestly have not seen enough Liv Morgan. I know people love her / want to fuck her. I'm not sure which way most people lean. But yeah, I did hear that Ronda was defeatinated. And I saw the picture of, I think it was Ronda had Natalya in like an abdominal stretch. And she was grabbing Natalya's boobies. That was pretty cool. Yeah, Liv Morgan beat Ronda Rousey. That's crazy. It's crazy talk, Blake. So at Mania, so they were going to do Ronda Sasha at one of the recent pay-per-views, and that didn't end up happening. They did Ronda Charlotte at this Mania. So you would think next to Mania, the big match they want to do is Ronda Becky, one-on-one, right? Which means either Ronda or Becky is going to have to win one of those titles. So is Ronda just going to beat Liv back for the title, just to do it? Was this like a one-night feel-good thing for Liv Morgan, and then SummerSlam Ronda gets it back? Or is Becky beating, what's her name? What's her fucking name? The black girl. Bianca for the title. It makes more sense for the heel to have the belt going into Mania. You know what I'm saying? But I also see like a double turn. I can see the audience turning on Ronda easily if against Becky. So maybe you want Ronda to be champion. The UFC main event sucked dick, by the way. And Sabre Jr. taps out as Miro retains. That shit was so boring. Yeah, Izzy is a boring fighter. Izzy is a very boring fighter. That said, he did an interview before the show where he talked about all the pedophiles in politics in Hollywood. So that was pretty based. So that's cool. But yeah, Izzy always does boring fights, in my opinion. It's not really shocking. I'm surprised he's such a name and star. Because usually when someone's like very good but also boring, they're not like too big a star and people don't really care. Like Tyron Woodley was very good, but he was boring as shit. So no one cared. John Jones was very good and, you know, had some boring fights, but like a lot of exciting fights too. And because he even had... Because some of the fights were boring, he just never reached, and he wasn't as good at talking. He never reached, like, the tier, higher tier, like McGregor tier, you know what I mean? Or Nate Diaz, even. Shit was so boring. Usman was boring too. Yeah, Usman, great fighter. No, here's the thing. Usman is, I don't know. I don't want to say Usman's boring, but I guess you're right. Colby Covington brings the beast out of Usman. Like, if you want Usman to have a not boring fight, throw Colby in there with him. Because that shit's awesome. Yeah. That's why it sucks we're not, like, it feels like we're out of the Wild West days of UFC and now into the everyone fights the same at the most optimal way UFC. Colby is my favorite fighter personally. He is he's cardio's insane. He's a risk taker. He's everything you want in a UFC star. And if he came around earlier, he'd be, for sure, a world champion. But we're already in this stage where everyone just kind of fights the same at the most optimal level possible, with the only goal being to win. I'm not saying it needs to become pro wrestling, but the goal used to be to make a lot of money and doing crazy shit and winning. You know what I mean? Crazy shit plus winning. But yeah, I remember back in the day when they were all different styles. People had gis in UFC even. Yeah, that was a little crazy. But yeah, we have entered the Echo fighters. Everyone's just clone fighters at this point. The age of the specialist is over in MMA, it seems like. It might return one day with someone remarkably talented, able to mix up the whole division by being really, really, really good at one thing. But until then. I heard Volkanovski beat the fuck out of Holloway, but I did not see it. Anyway, Roman Uso one-on-one with Mark Morgan. The winner of this match gets into the Royal Rumble. Indian people be like, Roman Reigns my tribal chief. Yes, they do. That is one of the most consistent jokes on 4chan, yes. On the PW board, at least. Is good morning, sirs. Yeah, basically anytime someone types in has a typo on the pro wrestling board, everyone responds good morning, sirs, and calls them ESL. That means English, second language. Yeah, Indians just love... Indians think it's real, my guy. It's crazy. They love Roman. They think Roman's Indian. Roman now with Morgan in the corner. Mark Morgan, the master of the power boom. The big lariato. Zach Walker coming off a big singles win over Dean Stevens. That feudal four-way. Ended up winning that feud. A nice STO. Goddamn, I love Minoru Suzuki. I'm thinking about that opener of Forbidden Door right now. Maybe I should start getting back into UFC. I don't know. Maybe not. Like, I look at the names on the cards now, and I'm like, oh, geez. There used to be a lot of unknown names to me, but now it's like most the card. I'm like, damn, I'm out of it. Superman punch! Yeah. Not enough. Ooh, what's the next New Japan? UFC does seem like a bunch of jobbers right now. Which is weird to say. Yeah, it's like it's the top 2 or 3 people in each division and then a bunch of jobbers. But that's kind of what it always... I guess maybe it used to be like 4 or 5 people at the top of each division, and now it's 2 or 3. And the jobbers, I used to at least know their names. Like, Mark Hunt was awesome. You know what I mean? Derek Lewis. I guess he's still there, right? So, Chris, I'm guessing you don't watch any UFC, right? I should have been more clear because you're both Chris. I meant Chris 2K. Nah, Bears. I watch casually. Yeah, I don't watch UFC. Okay, there we go. Not every time. Yeah, I didn't even know there was a show this weekend until day of. Yeah. Someone was like, "Hey, you watching the card tonight?" I was like, "Oh my god, what's happening tonight?" Full map. Pena versus Nunes. Oh, Nunes is winning her title back. Good for her. Right. Juliana Pena is the one that beat her for the belt, right? See, I'm so out of it. I saw that happen live. I saw Nunes lose the title live, and I already forgot if that was her name. It was Juliana Pena that beat her. I'm pretty sure. Beautiful power bomb, but Roman kicks out. Dude, I can't believe we're already at 277. UFC 300 is quickly approaching, and my hair is growing grayer and grayer. Nice lariat from Roman. Superman punch? Yeah, Pena beat her. That was crazy. I wonder what the odds were. Like, for me, that was more surprising than Holly Holm, I think. Because Nunes is a man, bro. I don't care what anyone says. She hits like a dude. So, yeah, that was pretty surprising. Nice headbutt by the Somalian. Chris, did you watch Will Ospreay Nick win? And what did you think of it? Over here. Big kick out by Walker. I was never the UFC guy. That's okay. I used to like watch every show. Like McGregor, Cormier, John Jones, all that shit. Will Ospreay who? Versus who? Nick Wayne. Nick Wayne is like a fucking 16, 17-year-old kid that wrestles in GCW and Defy and shit. And Darby Allin came out on one of the Defy shows and presented him with a AEW contract. So basically, as soon as he graduates high school, he's going to be working AEW and like molding this kid from the ground up. His dad... I didn't see it. Damn. I keep forgetting you're both Chris. I meant Chris 2K. Yeah. I'm gonna call you 2K. I'm gonna call you Bears. That way I don't say Chris at all, and I won't get confused at all. I think I saw it. A nice running knee in the corner. Roman's gonna powder out, come right back in. Classic 2K. Nice overhead suplex. Going for the spear now is Zach Walker. Totally different person than Mark Morgan. But Roman hops it. Roman hops the spear. Assuming trying to hit one of his own in this match. Yeah, I saw the match. I was at GCW. I never liked you. It was pretty good. They did some flippy shit. Always fun. Oh my god. The finish of the Young Bucks Goto Yoshihashi match from Rampage. That double jump, double springboard jump from the 2 rings Meltzer driver. That was fucking crazy. God damn. Yeah, I hope they keep that match tight. by the way, the Royal Rampage. I hope every time they do a Blood and Guts, they do a Royal Rampage as well. That'd be cool. Like once a year, you get both of those matches. What the fuck? I think he was going for a spear. He was off target. Maybe his own hair got in his eyes. Roman looking to make him pay with a power bomb. Walker says, "No, sir." And there's the spear. Cover by Walker. I guess that spear was supposed to be the finish, and he fucked it up. Nice improvisation from both men, and Walker gets the win as we demolish kayfabe. Fuck kayfabe. By the way, look, I like how Pat McAfee kept kayfabe in the crowd at UFC, wearing a neck brace. Good for him. Here we go, recorded match. Are there any other good GCW matches? I liked, if you like flippy shit, there was, I think his name is Jordan Oliver versus Blake Christensen. That was the opener, was the first match on the show for the same one Ospreay Wayne was on. So GCW, I never liked you the first match. If you like flippy stuff, then you'll like that one. I was surprised they let Orange Cassidy kick out of the Hidden Blade. I feel like it's a pretty protected move. Kinda. Because he was finishing with it for a bit, and then he switched back to the Stormbreaker. So now I think, like, specifically I watched Will Ospreay versus Michael Oku, and he kicked out of a lot of Hidden Blades. The Hidden Blade is just like a fuck people up move. It's not really like his finish anymore, it seems. The story of that match, Michael Oku, Will Ospreay, is brain damage is the story of that match. And he gave Michael Oku brain damage in that match. And anyway, Michael Oku is like the Cruiserweight champion in Revolution Pro, that British wrestling promotion. Well, he did beat Dax with a Hidden Blade on Dynamite before. Oh, he didn't even use the Stormbreaker on Dax. Okay. That's actually smart. I like when they do stuff like that. I like when you win. I like that he has 3 finishers with the... I guess the Oz Cutter and the Hidden Blade aren't really finishes anymore, or at least the Oz Cutter isn't. He can only finish like junior heavyweights with it. I guess not even, because what's his name kicked out? Orange Cassidy. But dude, yeah, that's just smart. You have him beat someone with the Hidden Blade on Dynamite, especially for someone that hasn't seen Will Ospreay before. So when you get to the Orange Cassidy match, they're like, yep, that's the move he beat Dax with, so it's over for Cassidy. And it's like, oh my god, he kicked out. That's cool. I like that. Even though he did win with a different move seconds later. I think that's just smart bookings. Puts over Cassidy in a big way. And Cassidy has had a world title match before. He's beat Jericho. So, like, despite the comedy gimmick, he is like a top tier wrestler there. And he did just pin a man, the fucking body slam. So, poor Ethan Page. Did you like the AEW Forbidden Door pay-per-view? Yes, I did. Thought it was a pretty good show all around. A lot of good matches. I like the main event, Moxley Tanahashi. There was a lot of cool stuff, especially like middle to end. Tanahashi doing the aces high to the outside. Oh my god. That diving crossbody from the top to the floor. Can't wait for the next AEW New Japan show. Yeah, I think the fact this one did so... It did better. It sold better than I thought it would. It sold like 127,000, right? Or some shit. That's crazy. I forget. Anyway. It did way better than I thought it would. So I think we're guaranteed another one next year. And I hope they alternate back and forth. I hope next year it's in Japan. And then maybe it will be in the US up until the crowd chanting restrictions are gone, and then we'll alternate with Japan. Yeah, I think that's what they should do. When are they doing a fucking Texas pay-per-view? You bitches. Fuck Tony Khan. Double or Nothing is going to be in Vegas every year. All Out's going to be in Chicago every year. That just leaves Revolution and Full Gear as the ones that can switch. That's fucking annoying. Come to Texas, you bitches. And when they do a Texas pay-per-view, Mark Henry's got to wrestle a match. He's got to beat QT Marshall. I'm only 20 hours away from Texas. Only. Your name is DeBears, but aren't you a New Yorker? You should go to Arthur Ashe, bro. You could have seen Danielson Omega live if you wanted. If I remember correctly, you're not actually a Chicagoan. Cowgirl kick from the Unified Women's Champion. No rope break for you, Mercedes. And the RUW Women's Champion defeats the ROH Women's Champion. From New York, but living in Virginia now. Oh, we talked about that before. I have to go. Well, Christopher 2K. You gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, we're more than halfway through the stream. You gotta do what you gotta do. The Virgin Land. Dude, you live in the same state as Chris Chan. Christian Weston Chandler. That's frightening.
Your winner, County Wildcat Jones.
Did she just say Cody Wildcat Jones? I don't think her name is Cody. Or did I hear that wrong? I'm gonna go ahead and assume I heard that wrong. Hangman is from here at least. Yeah, you got that. That is pretty cool. Dude, I got to see 2 of Hangman's title defenses live. That's so awesome. What a good reign, like in-ring reign. The 2 Danielson matches, the Lance Archer match, the 2 Adam Cole matches, and the Dante Martin match. Right? So 6 defenses. Pretty good reign. I got to see the Texas Death Match with Cole and the hour draw with Danielson. And I know this is entirely biased, but those were his 2 best defenses. And that's a shoot, brother. I can't wait. I don't know when they're coming here again. But I'm assuming it's going to be a good show. Boom, 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 boom. The Taupe Shagger. Dean Stevens. This match is a qualifying match. The winner of this match gets into the Royal Rumble. The Rumble. The Royal Rumble. As Vince McMahon would call it. More pyro. The pyro stops and then we add a little bit more. I like that. Now I'm thinking of who Jim Cornette would manage. I like Mark Sterling with Tony Nese, so probably not him. Joe, the bigger man, obviously pushing off the top Shagger. Shagger trying to rebound from that loss to Zach Walker at Fatal 4-way. P-break. P-break is when you take a break to pee, by the way. Can't stop thinking about Omega possibly never wrestling again. So heartbreaking. Yeah, that sucks. But I think it's mostly a work. I do think we're getting another Omega Danielson. We gotta. It's weird. I don't think Omega Punk would be great. I guess it would be great, but I don't think it would be like amazing. Does that make sense? But I do want to see it, don't get me wrong. I don't know. I know what Punk and Omega would do. Omega AJ will never happen ever. Yeah. What if Omega shows up in the Royal Rumble? It's going to be one dream match we never got. Well, you might just get it in RUW. Yeah, it sucks, though. We got Omega Jay White. We're going to get Omega Ospreay, I'm pretty sure, by the way. I think that's next Forbidden Door. I'm almost positive we're getting Omega Ospreay. There's no way that's not going to happen, right? Are we going to get CM Punk Samoa Joe again? It's so weird. CM Punk and Samoa Joe are in the same fucking company. Omega Ospreay and Danielson ZSJ at the next Forbidden Door. Dude, that'd be fucking nuts. Those two matches sell it out. Yeah, if you have Omega Ospreay and you have Danielson Zack Sabre Jr., then the rest of the show can be multi-mans and it's fine. Although I would like to have Hangman Okada as well. I guess it obviously depends who the world champions are going into that event. Hey, if like, yeah, who are the champions going into the event? CM Punk is not going to be the champion still by then, will he? I guess it's possible. Like, CM Punk's a guy that is a fucking ratings draw, so it would make sense to have him be champion for a long time. So, I don't know. Maybe that's where Punk loses the title. I do think, eventually, at one of these Forbidden Doors, maybe not the next one, both of the world titles should switch hands. I do think that would be sick. New Japan guy wins AEW, AEW guy wins New Japan. That has to happen at one of these shows eventually. It's got it. Mexican takedown by Stevens. Top Shagger match with the DNF. But yeah, Omega Ospreay, Danielson, Sabre Jr. Make it fucking happen. Also, pretty interested to see what's going to happen with the IWGP Tag Team titles. MJF winning the IWGP title one day would be hilarious. Okay. MJF goes to Japan. You give him, like, Michael Nakazawa or some translator. And he just cuts promos on how this company fucking sucks as the world champion. He rarely ever defends the title. I don't know if Gato would be willing to do that, but that sounds hilarious. That sounds fucking awesome. And New Japan has so many fucking titles that it's fine. Like, you're still gonna have the G1 Climax. You're still gonna have a great match. Like, the world title, it can be on a guy that doesn't defend it much in New Japan. It's not really a big deal. You have the Never Openweight, you have the US. You're fine. You're good. You have a bunch of tournaments. Like, it's okay if the world title's not on a guy defending a lot in New Japan. Dude, that'd be fucking hilarious. MJF beats Okada. MJF Okada sounds fire, honestly, at Wrestle Kingdom. Dude, that would be fucking sick. Dude, Jay White, Ibushi was fucking great. And MJF Okada gives me those same vibes. So, what was I going to say? Yeah, so at the next Forbidden Door, MJF is going to beat Okada for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. And Evil is going to beat CM Punk for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. That's my prediction. Future AEW World Champion, Evil. Let's go. That's back elbow by Joe. Trips him up. STF? 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 Yeah, STF. Bro, if we get that right, we are geniuses. This is facts. No one would have such a retarded thought as Evil and MJF winning the fucking world titles from the opposite companies. No, Joe kicks out of the DNF. Not even the people booking the shows. We gotta let them know. Don't worry, I've Ghetto on the line. We're pretty close. We go to steakhouses sometimes together. And obviously, I know you're in direct contact with Tony Khan, so we should be good. Joe, maybe looking to choke out Dean. Not gonna happen. Dude, this AEW game is gonna be fucking sick. God damn. The roster's so fucking stacked. The roster's so stacked, bro. Although I guess Samoa Joe is in like Ring of Honor limbo right now. And they're not booking Jay Lethal as like a top guy. Even though I think they should. Jay Lethal 100% should be booked as a top fucking guy. My opinion. Although, you know who I really like that I have not seen before much at all? Fucking Killshot. I watched Lucha Underground. I saw a little bit of Killshot and he was great. But I didn't get to see what he did when he was in WWE. But yeah, fucking Swerve Strickland. He is fucking great. He's really, really fucking great. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I like that guy a lot. I'd like to see Samoa Joe at the next Forbidden Door too. Yes. By the way, Luchasaurus' new heel theme is fire. Dude, I am so fucking happy for that guy. This is exactly what they needed to do. Because I was, you know, I think most people were pretty worried about what happens to Luchasaurus after they lose the titles and the Christian Jungle Boy feud starts. Luchasaurus would just get lost in the shuffle. And that still could happen. But you give this guy a new fucking name, I don't think he should be Luchasaurus anymore. But, I guess he was already world champion as Luchasaurus, so maybe you keep it just because of that. But, yeah, I fucking like this heel Luchasaurus a lot. I think he's going to improve in the ring a lot by doing less of his wacky kip-up flips and spin kicks and shit. Also make Jungle Boy just Jack Perry. Jungle Boy Jack Perry is fine. It's fine because he has his real name too. He's not just Jungle Boy. He's Jungle Boy Jack Perry. Like, it's okay with him having the nickname. And they've already said his name is Jack Perry. So, I'm cool with that. And I think that's thanks to Joe. Like, if they pretended he didn't have a real name or pretended his real name was Jungle Boy, I would agree with you. But the fact they've already said his real name is Jack Perry, and we just call him the Jungle Boy, I dig it. I dig it. I don't think Jungle Boy is as goofy as Luchasaurus. Maybe, if you disagree, that's cool. Maybe I'm wrong. Because I guess Jungle Boy is pretty ridiculous. But, fucking Luchasaurus. Dude, and Christian's the best. So originally I was hoping, like, Christian would be the new top heel. with like MJF going and shit. And it would be like some kind of build to Christian versus Moxley, and they can still do that, but I'm fine with him doing this manager thing again, because in story it makes sense after that last, those promos he's making. I'm just thinking you could repackage Jack Perry in a more serious face. Yeah, he's still a smaller guy. Don't get me wrong, he put on some weight, which is nice that he's a little bit meatier, but he's in general just a smaller guy. So maybe you're right. You do everything you can do to make a guy that looks like him more serious. Even though I guess you don't really... He's already like a serious contender just because he's a former world champion. Like, the AEW tag titles actually mean something, in my opinion. So that alone makes him like a serious contender for anything. The fact that he has held that title. If it weren't for that, I don't think I would take Scorpio Sky seriously at all. And they needed to do better with Frankie Kazarian, in my opinion. Like, your former champion should be treated a certain way, I think. I don't know. Scorpio's good, and he has Dan Lambert to talk to for him, so that's nice. Sexplex! And Dean beats a Bloody Joe. Hey, all had a minute to drop by. I hope everyone is doing well. Heel Luchasaurus versus Face Wardlow. That is a battle of meat. That is a hoss fight meat battle. I want to see that, yeah. That'd be sick. GG's to Dean. Yes, Dean Stevens has earned his way into the Royal Rumble. Welcome, Miss Jones. Hope you're doing well. We're just talking about, I guess AEW specifically right now. We're talking about Christian, Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy. You could probably read through the chat and see that. And our ideas for Forbidden Door 2.
Here is your winner, Dean Stevens.
Dean Stevens. I think we got like 2 matches left on the show. Oh yeah! Our next match is a 2 of 3 Falls match for the Showdown Tag Team titles. And it's going to be a good one. Christian's promos have been amazing. Yeah, Christian is fucking great. That's why I was hoping he would be like the top heel. Like, build to Christian versus Moxley. Because I don't know how long Jungle Boy is going to be gone, you know. AW is just more entertaining and more interesting to talk about and think about than any other wrestling show. And that alone makes it the best, in my opinion. And as much as I love New Japan, it feels like you just cycle through the same guys nonstop. I don't know. It's weird. And don't get me wrong, New Japan has, I think, ratio-wise, the best wrestlers in the world. Like, they got Jay White, Will Ospreay, Shingo Takagi, fucking Kazuchika Okada. Like, those are, like, the best wrestlers on the planet. Maybe not Jay White. I like Jay White, but he's probably not in the Shingo, Ospreay, Okada tier. Those are, like, legit the 3 best wrestlers. Sabre Jr. Yeah. Those are probably the 4 best wrestlers on the planet. I know I'm forgetting someone, but those guys are fucking crazy. And until Danielson gets back, then from his injury, then they have the best active wrestlers by far right now. New Japan's booking is just odd. I agree. They do some weird shit.
Raw, SmackDown, Tag Team on the way to the ring. At a combined weight of 479 pounds, Jimmy Uso and Jay Uso. The Usos. And their opponents. At a combined weight of 1,025 pounds, they are the Raw SmackDown Champions, Riley the Monster and Braun Strowman.
Dude, I just talked about the best wrestlers in the world. I didn't even mention Tomohiro Ishii. That guy's insane. Like, literally, Jay White could lose the title to fucking Sonata tomorrow randomly, even though there's no New Japan show, and I'd be like, well, it is New Japan. That's facts. Okay, Tornado rules. 2 out of 3 falls. Jimmy and Jay, the Usos, against Braun and Riley's Monster. The Monster Mash. And the Showdown Tag Team Champions. Jay White could have lost in the 4-way. He could have lost the title back to Okada, and I wouldn't have even been like, yeah, that makes sense. That's what they do. That is what they do. They gotta mix it up with this whole, the Wrestle Kingdom thing with two nights. Because last time, you know, it was Naito Ibushi and then Ibushi Jay White. And this time it was Okada Shingo, Okada Ospreay. Are they going to do the same thing where, like, I don't know. There's some kind of dispute and just coincidentally 2 world championship contenders going into Kingdom? Just coincidentally we have 2 top contenders going into Wrestle Kingdom. I don't know. You know? Maybe they should mix it up. Maybe they should see, I just don't know. Main event night 2 with the world title, main event night 1 with some kind of dream match instead. Or something. I don't know. Literally, Jay White could lose the title to fucking... Okay, we're there already. I've seen him do that a million times. Honestly, I thought Okada would win it back just because it's Okada. Yeah, right? It's fun. Has Okada ever held a championship in New Japan that's not the world title? I don't think so. It's a world title or nothing with Okada. I do not want the never open weight. I do not want the trios. I do not want the tag titles. I do not want the US. I do not want the Intercontinental. It is either the World Heavyweight title or nothing for Okada. He's got the Haltosis Claw in on Jay. Jimmy comes to break it up, saves him. Up to the top goes Jimmy. Yeah, it's legit the only titles he's won in his career. That's insane. And there is the first pin of the match. Braun Strowman puts his team up 1-0 in the power slam on Jimmy Uso. The challengers are down. What am I looking at? Throw me some numbers. There we go. Kazuchika Okada. Oh, yeah, they're legitimately the only championships he's ever won. That's pretty crazy. Ibushi was the final IWGP Intercontinental Champ. That's crazy to me. Ibushi was the final Intercontinental and Heavyweight Champion. Because the world title is the Intercontinental plus Heavyweight. Now it's the World Heavyweight. I used to call it the World Heavyweight before, but it was technically just the Heavyweight. But whatever. Anyway, let's see. Whoa. Look at this. Walls of Juso. That's so fucking funny though. He's legit won no other titles in his entire career. Just only in New Japan. IWGP World Heavyweight, IWGP Heavyweight. That's hilarious. Does make him a 6-time world champion though, so good for him. TNA. TNA Okada is cursed. Dragon George? Where was he Dragon George? CMLL. Fantastica Mania. Oh, okay. That's where he was Dragon George. That makes sense. Now I need an Okada AEW title reign. It'd be interesting. They have to, yeah, that'd be cool. They gotta find out when. Maybe not when, but sorry, I'm looking at the screen. They need to find out who exactly would be willing, like what top Japanese guy would be willing to just move to the US for a while, and what top AEW guy would be willing to move to Japan for a while. Or you could just have the top title on Dynamite be the IWGP, and have the top title in New Japan be the AEW. You know what I mean? And they just like switch places. That'd be weird, but you could do it. Okada has since won the IWGP Heavyweight Championship 3 more times and has headlined New Japan's biggest annual event, the January 4 Tokyo Dome Show. 7 times, including 2013, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2020, and 2022. That's crazy. Jimmy now with a big lariat to the monster. Puts him out and over. Remember, his team's still down 0-1. And a big outside dive over the top. On the outside, Jay doing battle with Braun Strowman. Chops him in the titties. Let's see what Okada did in total non-stop action wrestling. Oh my god. Okada with black hair is cursed. Okada made his TNA debut at the February 16th, 2010 tapings of Impact, losing to Alex Shelley in a dark match. At the March 9 tapings, Okada was defeated by G Lethal in another dark match. March 20th, Okada made his debut for Jersey All Pro Wrestling. Wild Card 6, where he's defeated by fellow TNA wrestler Samoa Joe. Damn, so Samoa Joe Okada has happened? I need to see that. Even though it probably doesn't matter. Dark matches for TNA continue. Lost against Christopher Daniels. There's a Christopher Daniels Okada match. Okada, using only his last name, competed in his first televised TNA match when he and Homicide were defeated by Generation Me. So his first televised match in TNA was Okada and Homicide being defeated by Jeremy and Max Buck. And that is what TNA called the Young Bucks, by the way, in a tag team match, which was later broadcast on the Explosion television program, the company's official YouTube channel and website. That's hilarious. Yeah, Homicide and Okada was a tag team, okay. They were defeated in another Explosion match by Inc. Jesse Neal and Shannon Moore. Who? X Division champ Douglas Williams defeated Okada in a non-title Explosion match. This is crazy. Okada picked up his first victory in TNA, defeating Kid Cash in a dark match. Yeah, let's go. I think if Okada won the AEW title, he'd have to have at least a year-long reign, though. Yeah, Geto does not agree to it unless it's at least a year. I don't know if I like that. I like Kenny Omega having the longest reign right now. Until there's a right guy to overtake that. I don't know if it's Okada. Let's do a 300-day reign for Okada. Almost a year. Not quite. TNA's handling of Okada is reportedly one of the reasons New Japan ceased the relationship between the two promotions shortly afterwards. Despite not being used in TNA, Okada has stated that he felt that his time in the promotion was beneficial to him as he learned he needed more than just a good match. He needed a character. According to Okada, Japanese pro wrestling, there is no character. It's fight, fight, fight. But TNA's agents kept telling him that he needed a character, which led him creating the Rainmaker persona upon his New Japan return. In October 2017, it was reported that while representatives of the American promotion, now known as Impact Wrestling, were visiting Japan attempting to revive a relationship between their company and New Japan, they specifically apologized for Okada for his treatment. Let's see. They had Okada debut dressed as Kato from the Green Hornet. That's racist, but that's awesome. Okada now renamed Okato. That's awesome. That's horrible, but awesome. And the Usos tie at 1-1, by the way. This is insane. Okada in TNA. Holy shit. So if it weren't for TNA, we wouldn't have gotten the Rainmaker. It was thanks to TNA that he developed his character. This is why we all need to apologize to TNA. TNA was the greatest thing to ever happen. Riley's Monster and Jay in the ring, Jimmy and Braun on the outside. Yeah, that was interesting. I'm sorry, T. Yes, everyone apologize. The gift we were presented. The Rainmaker is all thanks to TNA. Following the Ospreay releasing, Shingo Takagi losing after vacant title. Alright. Anyway. And that is it. Oh, we choked him out and he couldn't break it up. I believe that's what happened. There's an Uso splash. Yeah, I'm just Wikipedia. I'm just on Wikipedia. I'm sorry. Kota Ibushi held the title for 31 days before losing to Will Ospreay, who held the title for 46 days with one defense before vacating the title due to neck injury. Shingo Takagi held it for 211 days, longest reign, with 3 defenses before losing to Okada at Wrestle Kingdom 16, who had 4 defenses of the title, but a shorter reign at 159 before losing it to Jay White, who is currently at 1 defense over 21 days. The W also did a Bray Wyatt vignette. Did they? I heard it was Edge. I heard it was just spooky and scary, but it was actually for Edge. That said, I obviously don't know that for sure. So that could not be the case. Anyway, that was the main event of the show, I guess, because the video stopped. The Usos have been defeated, and the Monster Mash have retained. My next stream is Venom. It was going to be tomorrow, but I might have to do something tomorrow. Well, it's either going to be Bray or Edge from what I heard. Yeah, what's going on with Bray? So they fired him so they could lower the amount they had to pay him, and they're going to bring him back? That's pretty funny. After Ibushi, who was the reigning IWGP Heavyweight and IWGP Intercontinental Champion, successfully defended both titles against El Desperado at the 49th Anniversary Show event, they were unified into the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship with Ibushi as the inaugural champion. And many a men on the internet were upset about that. But I think everyone's pretty much over it by now. Kind of. It's a lot of history to throw away. I don't know if I like that. I guess it's not thrown away. It is just weird. But now, we no longer have a heavyweight champion in New Japan. It is a world heavyweight champion, which it totally wasn't before. Totally, definitely wasn't before. Anyway, thanks for coming, Chris. And also the other Chris that was here earlier, and the Speedy, and even Hyphen for a little bit. I love you all. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, ski. I'll probably stream next week. See you next time, homie dogs.